right now on News Channel 8 Today at 11.
Wildfire danger. It is dry and windy. Perfect weather for sparking fires all over the state of Florida, including right here in the Bay Area. News Channel 8 is on your side. We're going to take you up for a bird's eye view of the situation.
And the Supreme Court will soon have 9 justices again. Judge Neil Gorsuch becomes the 113th Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court today. We'll take you to Washington, D.C. for his swearing-in ceremony.
Good morning, everybody. We're glad you're with us right here on News Channel 8. I'm Marco Villarreal.
And I'm Leigh Spann, in for Stacey Scheibel today.
To begin, and we'll bring it to you live as soon as that begins. But until then, let's talk about this forecast.
You know, it's really beautiful weather. It's hard to complain, except the fact that it's also the perfect situation for wildfire. So it's beautiful, it's warm, it's not too humid, 74 degrees, a few passing clouds here at the Lakeland Auto Mall in Polk County. Got that northeast breeze, though, coming in at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and that breeze would help to spread any wildfires that do develop. Currently, it's warm, too, 77 in Plant City, Brooksville, and Tampa, 75 in Bradenton. This is a look at the water vapor imagery. This literally looks up through the air, trying to find any moisture at all. And that bright red color, dry air from the surface all the way up through the atmosphere, which means we just have a few clouds. South Florida, right around Alligator Alley, seeing a couple of stray showers right now, but we will not see that. We're going to stay warm and dry, low to mid 80s all this week. And the humidity will actually remain at pretty comfortable levels as well. But of course, these rain-free, dry, breezy days will continue our wildfire danger with no rain in the foresight.
All right, thank you, Lee. And speaking of...
And we do have new information coming out of Egypt this morning surrounding the deadly terror attacks.
The death toll stands at 49 as of today. Those attacks targeting the country's Christian minority on Palm Sunday. And we turn now to Andrew Spencer for the very latest.
I'm Andrew Spencer reporting.
Happening today, a man accused of holding a woman and 5 children hostage is headed to a Hillsborough County courtroom. 37-year-old Antelmo Morales Sanchez is facing charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Deputies arrested him after neighbors in the Claremont area reported Morales Sanchez threatening them with a gun. Now, no one was hurt during that standoff. This morning, stolen guns may be on our streets. Zephyrhills police are searching for some smash-and-grab gun store burglars. It happened at the Sunshine State Armory on Gall Boulevard. Detectives believe that the suspects drove through the front of the building and stole guns and ammunition.
No, at this point, you know, there's an inventory being done at this point. So at this point, we do not know exactly how many weapons were taken from the business.
Pasco County deputies did find the suspect's car on fire near 6th Avenue and no sign of the thieves. This is not the first time we've seen a gun store smash and grab. In November, a band of thieves smashed through the Tampa Arms Company on Waters Avenue, stealing at least 35 guns. Stores in Inverness, Lakeland, and the Lithia area have also reported similar thefts in the past 6 months.
All right, breaking news now. We're waiting the Supreme Court swearing in of Neil Gorsuch, and we understand that is actually happening right now.
Yeah, he took that official oth in private, but this is the public ceremony.
You are listening to the newest justice of the Supreme Court, Neil Gorsuch, who has just taken the second oath today, and he's officially been sworn in now. Momentous occasion in U.S. history now.
Yeah, now the 113th justice, and at 49 years old, he's more than a decade younger than the average age of the Supreme Court at this point. So, you know, I really found it interesting, and I know President Donald Trump talked about it as well, that Justice Kennedy swore him in, and back in the 90s, Justice Gorsuch was a clerk, a law clerk for Justice Kennedy. This is the first time they're going to, serve together.
Right, now they're at the same level there, and they'll be serving. This is one of those things where we don't see this often. Yeah. These judges appointed for life usually, and there for a long time. And it was a tumultuous journey after he was nominated, but there he is now, the newest justice of the Supreme Court.
And a Canadian man is safe this morning after, without hesitation, jumping into a freezing pond to save his dog. Look, he went right into those icy waters as his dog struggled to keep his head above water. Once Duncan McIver reached his dog, you can see him kind of pushing him there to that thicker piece of ice. Now, the two tried to make it out to shore. Oh, they fell into that thin ice again. Eventually, they made it to shore, and they are okay. But, of course, fire officials are warning people to stay off that thin ice and keep their pets away as well.
and there was no hesitation with him jumping into that water to go save his pet.
And we as pet owners understand that for sure.
He's all in, yeah. All right, well, still ahead, a chicken nugget loving teen embarks on an epic quest.
And how you can help him reach his goal.
In other news, a Nevada teen is on an epic quest. He has taken to Twitter to fulfill his need for free chicken nuggets.
And that is a need. Last week, Carter Wilkinson tweeted at Wendy's, asking how many retweets would it take for him to get free nuggets for a year. Well, after a couple of minutes, to Carter's surprise, Wendy's responded, asking for 18 million retweets. You see, 18 million would shatter the current retweet record of 3.3 million. That's held by Ellen DeGeneres' of course, star-studded selfie from the Oscars in 2014. Yeah, so with such a lofty target, Carter went to bed assuming free food was out of reach until the next morning when he saw he had already been retweeted tens of thousands of times.
I woke up and I was really surprised.
Well, when Wilkerson actually crossed the million mark, a Wendy's spokesperson replied on Twitter, okay, officially shook. At last count, Carter had climbed to the second most retweets of all time with 2.2. Hopefully he will share those nuggets.
I know.
We retweeted him.
It's a lot of nuggets.
It's a lot of nuggets.
A lot of barbecue sauce and honey mustard sauce, ranch dipping sauce. Okay. Hey, still ahead, parents dealing with your child's struggles at school, it's never an easy task.
Well, now you don't have to go it alone. At 8 on your side, we'll show you how you can get free educational assessments for your child.
Today at 11.
Relief for a Florida mom who contracted the Zika virus while she was pregnant. See how her baby is doing now and what doctors are doing to make sure there aren't problems down the road.
And is your child acting out in school? There's help available. We're going to show you how you can get an education assessment free of charge. Good morning to you. We're glad you're with us right here on News Channel 8. I'm Marco Villarreal.
And I'm Leigh Spann, filling in for Stacy Scheibel on this quite warm, sunny Monday.
Yeah.
It's been just gorgeous recently.
And I'm enjoying it. People are going out to lunch. But you were talking earlier, as beautiful as it is, it can also come with some dangers.
Yeah, I mean, when it's dry, and it has been dry, and we haven't seen any rain, and then we get the breezes, that wildfire danger is certainly out there. Right now, it's 77 degrees at the famous Tate Appliance and Bedding Center in Brandon. Boy, it has warmed up quickly. We started the day at 62 at 7 a.m., got to 68 at 9. Now 77 here at 11 a.m. 75 in Lakeland, already 80 in Brooksville. This is warmer than it was this time yesterday, anywhere from about 2 to 5 degrees warmer. And slightly above average. The average is 80. We're going to be at 83 today, 84 Tuesday and Wednesday, 85 on Thursday. But unfortunately for our wildfire danger, no rain chances, but pretty good for Easter as we hit 84. Across America this morning, the manhunt intensifies for a heavily armed suspect who authorities believe stole more than a dozen guns in Wisconsin. He also sent President Trump an anti-government manifesto. Listen to this.
Revolution. It's time for change.
Today is the day. So remember this face.
Game time.
That's Joseph Jakubowski. Authorities fear he may be planning to attack schools, churches, or government officials. He was last seen in Wisconsin, and we're told he does have a bulletproof vest, a helmet, and an arsenal of stolen weapons. And right now, authorities do not know where he is. This morning, another reason the government is targeting online hackers. Listen to what happened in Dallas this weekend. You are listening to all 156 of the city's emergency sirens screaming in unison. The cause? A cyber attack creating fear and confusion, clogging 911 for hours with more than 4,000 calls. At this point, no clue who was able to pull this off. Now the cyber community is warning other cities to be on guard.
So they got that wild card. All right, well, still ahead, the price of beauty.
Yeah, you know, growing older has its perks, right? But we don't want all that evidence right there on our faces.
No, you got to look young. The new expression technology that is helping people smooth out facial wrinkles without going under the knife. Plus,
Free.
It can be a bit overwhelming for parents trying to find guidance for children who may have educational or behavioral problems.
And just getting to the root of the issue is difficult because assessments can be extremely expensive. But
News Channel 8's Gail Guayardo found a way for families to get those screenings free of charge.
Tampa Jewish Family Services is located inside the new Brian Glazer Family JCC on Howard Avenue. Again, their services are for all faiths if you'd like to make donations to support their services.
With hail sounds insane.
Where we had sunny skies.
Yeah.
But that same area of high pressure that is keeping us sunny, unfortunately, is keeping all the storms across the middle of the country. So when you have a stagnant weather pattern like this, you get what you get, and you continue to get it until things start to change. Let's take a look outside right now and show you. We're getting the blue skies. 77 degrees here at the Hyundai of Newport Richey. Light breeze coming in from the east. The Veterans Ford Cameron Tampa. Similar thing, mix of sun and clouds. Got that southeast wind coming in at about 11 miles per hour. Going forward for the rest of the day, 79 degrees at 1 p.m. It's warm, it's sunny, and it will eventually be a bit above average. And the average now is 80, so 3 degrees above it around 4 p.m. And then clear and comfortable for your evening, right around 75 by 8 p.m. But boy, we've already spiked to 81 in Plant City and in Brandon. We're at 80 in Ruskin, 75 in Clearwater, 75 also in Inverness. So all the warmth right here in the southeast. Now 66 in Atlanta, 76 in Jacksonville. All the cold air is bottled up back toward the west. And that's because an area of high pressure sitting right off Florida's east coast really is what we call blocking all of the rain, all of the storms back toward the west. So this bright red color that you see on the water vapor imagery, it's as if you're looking up through the sky trying to find where the moisture is. The bright red color is dry all the way from the surface right on up. Here's this area of high pressure with its clockwise winds keeping that storm system pinned across the middle of the country. It never allows it to come closer to us, so our weather pattern remains similar, and so does that, unfortunately, in the middle of the country. So here is long-range forecast. Warm days, above average, but we are keeping the humidity level at a comfortable range so that even though it's warmer than average, it still feels really nice. And it's unfortunate that we don't get any relief from the wildfire danger. It's only going to be a slow increase in humidity as we head through the next couple of days. I mean, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Basically, that's the only change. We're going to be in the low to mid 80s with partly cloudy skies each and every day as we head through this week and into Easter weekend.
Bring on the sunshine. Thank you.
Well, the fountain of youth is said to be hidden right here in the Sunshine State. But yeah, who's got time to look for it?
I don't. I only have weekends, and who knows where it might be. But those of us who have given up, we're turning instead to a new treatment to get a younger appearance. Nicole Somerville introducing us to a newer treatment aimed at removing those facial wrinkles.
You're smart. And you can tell she's happy because she has an expression on her face, right?
I would be happy that you stopped sticking needles into my face.
Exactly.
Of course I'm happy.
Well, Harry Potter is casting a spell across the pond. The records the stage play is shattering as it sets its sights on Broadway.
Plus, shooting for the stars, one star in particular. Wait until you hear Emma Stone's response to a teen's viral La La Land-inspired promposal. Daniel. There you go. Future fiance of Emma Stone. You got to really step up your game after that high school kid did that.
And, and he is also going to, the kid, I mean, let him be in the movies. Like, he's made that whole thing.
Great audition.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's cast him.
It's been beautiful here locally. We got temperatures today climbing up to around 83 degrees. And if you like that, well, you're going to love the rest of the week. 84 for Tuesday and Wednesday, 85 on Thursday. No rain chances, but again, hold off on any outdoor burning. Hold off with your cigarettes. Don't flick them out because everything is a tinderbox at this point. It will not take much for these wildfires to not only grow because everything's so dry, but get spread around by the breezes as well. So enjoy the sunshine, no outside burning.
That's right. Easter egg hunts do not need to burn anything. It's just eggs in the grass.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks for joining us so much. We'll see you back here on News Channel 8 on First at 4. Have a great day.